Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum, welcome and thanks for visiting. This video is about Ramadan preparation. So the purpose of this video is to make your life a little bit easier so you can get enough time to pray and ibadat. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel while you're watching this video. Thank you. So my first recipe for Ramadan preparation is Shami Kabab. None of the iftari or sehri goes well without kebab. So if you just make it in the time ahead and leave it in the freezer with a Ziploc bag or in a properly packed box, so it's so much easier for you in the sehri or even in the iftari. Just fry them. You just dip it in egg and just shallow fry them, and it saves so much time. So this one was beef shami kebab. I already have this recipe on my channel. Please feel free to visit for the full recipe. The next recipe is fish kebab. I also have this recipe on my channel, the full video, you can find it there. So this is I'm making with the tuna, canned tuna. You can use any fish you like, or if you don't like fish you can use chicken, or even aloo tikki also works good. So different sort of kebabs, if you can just make them, give it a shape, and save them in your freezer, so you save a lot of time during the Ramadan. Then next thing is paratha. Paratha is a must, especially for my husband. He likes to eat paratha in the sehri. So 4 o'clock in the morning, it gets real tough to get up and make fresh parathas. The way I made this paratha is absolutely soft and fluffy, so there will be no taste of frozen paratha. So I used extra oil in the dough and I made the dough very soft. Then I used my roti maker about a minute each side. I didn't overcook it, just a little bit. Then I put a kitchen towel, fresh kitchen towel, and I completely let it cool it down. And then I used a Ziploc bag and plastic paper between the paratha, and then I kept them in the freezer. So it will be at least for a month, it will be soft and ready. So whenever you need paratha, you can just take it out and just fry them with oil or ghee, and here you go, your paratha is ready in a minute. So you saved a huge amount of time if you make your roti or paratha ahead. And trust me, the procedure I used, using extra oil and extra water in my dough, the paratha will stay softer. And because I'm sealing them properly with plastic wrappers and putting it in a Ziploc bag, it will be completely airtight inside my freezer, so the paratha won't get harder, it will stay softer. You can give it a try and you can try yourself and see how your paratha works out. So I think I saved a lot of time by doing that. The next thing I will be doing, making pizza. You can make a whole large pizza or small bite-sized pizzas. This is like a 2 people pizza I'm making, and you can just make it on a regular basis with chicken or beef or vegetable, and just freeze them. Once you freeze them, you can just put them in a Ziploc bag, and whenever you need it in the iftari, you can just take it out, bake it, and that's it. The next recipe, I have chicken samocha. Chicken samocha recipe, I already have uploaded the full video on my YouTube channel. Please feel free to take a look. And also I made them and put it in a Ziploc bag and kept it before the time. So all these things I did before Ramadan started. So Ramadan is I think about 12 or 13 days in coming in 12 days. So all these things I already did, kept it in the refrigerator, in the freezer, so it will be very easy for me. I don't have to do much. So if you just finish some of your work, and if you think that you don't have much to do during your sehri and iftari, you have enough time for ibadat, because Ramadan is not just about eating and making more recipes in the iftari and partying. It's all about how much you can do ibadat. You can read Quran, you can do charity, you can do some good deeds, even if you do during the whole year, but in Ramadan, whatever you do, you get everything double. you get more swab, you can get more good deeds. So yeah, make sure you do charity and make sure you pray. So then I made some breadcrumbs in the time ahead, because I will be having a lot of frying, a lot of kebab cutlets. So yeah, I will be needing a lot of breadcrumbs. So if you make the breadcrumbs ahead, it makes your life easier. Even though you can buy breadcrumbs from outside and they are not even that expensive, but making your own breadcrumb at home is, I think, it's better, because sometimes the sides, two sides of the breads and the corners of the breads, you don't need it, you throw it out. At least I do, I throw it out when I make sandwiches. So instead of throwing it out, I can make it work, I can use it. So I made some breadcrumbs, I toast them in my air fryer, and then I crushed it in my chopper. I also have this entire recipe on my YouTube channel. So each and every recipe that you can see over here, I have it, the full video on my channel if you want to take a look. So yes, fresh breadcrumbs is also a good idea to keep it ahead of time. The next recipe, you can make some dumplings. So this was a chicken dumpling, chicken and green peas filling. Then the flour, the dough was made of all-purpose flour. That's why it looks white and it's soft. You can just freeze them just like that, and you can either steam them or you can fry them. Enjoy it with your favorite sauce, and it's a good healthy choice for your iftari. Another item I'm making the spices. So this is a garam masala that I'm going to make. I took cardamom, 2 kinds. I took a shahi zira, which is cumin, fennel seeds, coriander seeds, maize and cloves, and I'm gonna saute them in a fry pan, make it warmer, little bit saute, and I'll make it cool down, and then I will grind it in my grinder and make it a powder. So this is a garam masala, and even though I have garam masala from outside, from packet, but making your own garam masala will be more flavorful in your recipe, especially if you make halim, chola, chana, any type of chaats, biryani or anything like that. This garam masala will increase the aroma and the taste in your recipe. So you can give it a try. You can make your own masala and make it and store it ahead of time. So every year on Ramadan, I try to do that. These little things I do ahead of time, and it saves a lot of time, and it saves my energy also. I won't be able to fast this year, but definitely my family members will fast, and it's a good thing for me. When I cook for them, my life will get easier, definitely. So I stored my garam masala in a jar, and I made a little bit. It's enough for the entire month, I guess. If I need more, maybe I can make more. The next recipe is going to be beef pastry. So for that, I used a pastry puff sheets, bought that from Walmart. Then I'm gonna need some cheese, shredded cheddar cheese, and this is a beef. It was a boneless beef. I have like a whole process of making that beef. Maybe if you want to take a look, I can make a recipe and upload it on my channel. Comment down below, comment in the comment section, let me know if you want to see that beef filling. Maybe I can upload that and make this video for you someday. So what I'm going to do, this is the pastry sheet that I took. I defrosted for about 6 hours. Then I expanded it with the rolling pin a little bit more, and then I'm cutting it in a square shape. So I'm gonna make about 9 pieces of each sheet. So in total I'm making 18 pastries. So you can give it any shape. You can make it a rectangular shape or a triangle shape. You can loosen it up in your hand, and then you can put your filling in the middle along with cheese and just close it with the help of a fork. as shown on the screen. So I put about 1.5 teaspoons of beef and I put my cheese. Now I will close it. So this one I'm giving a rectangular shape. This is how I will close it. Press it a little bit and then I will secure it with the help of a fork. So when you bake your pastries, what you have to do is just take them out from the freezer 15 to 20 minutes before baking, and then you will use some egg wash, brush some egg wash on top. You can also sprinkle some sesame seeds on top if you like, just for decoration purpose, and just bake it about 350 Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. I have this full recipe on my channel, again if you want to take a look. So I gave them two shapes, one triangle and one rectangular, and of course I wrote down on the Ziploc bag. And yes, my pastries are ready for Ramadan. You can use any filling you like inside. You can make it chicken, beef, you can make it lamb, or you can just make it vegetable, or sometimes you can make it sweeter. You can put applesauce or any sweet fillings inside, or cream cheese, but I like it spicy, so I used a spicy beef filling. Since I already have chicken samosa, so this one I made with beef. Then the last thing I will definitely do every year, which is I make green chutney. My husband eats chutney with literally everything. Even I like chutney with all of my samosas, my chaats, and we need a lot of chutney for Ramadan. So I try to make chutney from the fresh mint and fresh chilies. So this mint from my garden from last summer, I saved it for winter, and this is the 2 blocks of mint. The way I froze it, I have a video of it in my refrigerator organization if you want to go back and take a look on my channel. So with water I froze it, so that's how the mint literally stayed in its own color. It's green, it didn't turn black, and it still looks so fresh. So I'm going to defrost it in room temperature water, not hot water, room temperature water. And once it's done, I will make a chutney. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna be using some jalapeno peppers to the chutney, and these jalapeno peppers are also from my garden from the last season. It's still winter here. Inshallah, in next summer, if I do gardening, then I will have more vegetables. So I will use some of the jalapeno peppers from here. Also, I soaked it. These are frozen. With room temperature water, it took about an hour and a half to defrost properly, and after that I'll make it a paste. I used a little bit salt, jalapeno pepper and mint. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna keep some of the paste in a ice tray, and make it a cube, keep it in the refrigerator, and in that way whenever I need it, I can just take some yogurt in a bowl and then take out one cube and make it a chutney. And then next I'll do more of the chutney. I'll save it in a glass jar, in a mason jar, so if I need to use it in another way or cooking, I can just scoop it out with a spoon. So I put a little bit of vinegar and olive oil on top of that, so it doesn't turn black and it stays fresh for months. I think it will be finished within a month, but if you want to store it for more than 1 month, for 3 to 4 months, you're good to go in your refrigerator. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If so, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for visiting, and I hope this Ramadan will bring peace, kindness and humanity in our lives. Please don't forget to pray for you and for your family, and when you do so, Keep me and my family in your prayers, and I will appreciate you. Have a happy Ramadan.